Guys, welcome to another lesson of fundamental music theory. Today we're going to learn about scales. Before we begin, let's review. As you can see, I have drawn the circle of fifths. And on the outside, there are the keys, and on the inside, the key signatures. For example, the key of G will have the key signature of 1 sharp, and as we know, the order of sharps is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp. And since the key of G only has 1 sharp, the first sharp would be F sharp. Alright, let's dive into scales. First of all, what is a scale? A scale is the notes that a piece of music is based on. There are many types of scales. Major, pentatonic, Dorian, blues, the list goes on and on. But we're just going to focus on the 4 simple scales. Major, natural minor, harmonic minor, and melodic minor. A major scale is composed of 8 consecutive notes that follow the major key signature provided by the circle of fifths. So what does this mean? Well, we have the A major scale right here. And we know that A, using a circle of fifths, has 3 sharps. Those 3 sharps being F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. And we can just apply the key signature to compose a scale. Or we can also use the whole, half method. So there's 1 whole step between A and B, 1 whole step between B and C sharp, 1 half step between C sharp and D, 1 whole step between D and E, 1 whole step between E and F sharp, 1 whole step between F sharp and G sharp, and 1 half step between G sharp and A. So let's just do one practice problem really quickly because the major scale is probably the most important scale. Say I'm asking for an F sharp major scale. First, we construct a naked scale, which would be the first note, as indicated, F sharp, and the last note on 2 different octaves, and the notes without any accidentals in between. So in this case, it would be F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. And then we can either apply the key signature, which you know is 6 sharps, given by the circle of fifths, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and E sharp. Or we can do the whole half method that I explained before, which would be a whole step between F sharp, G sharp, whole step between G sharp, A sharp, half step between A sharp, B, whole step between B and C sharp, whole step between C sharp, D sharp, a whole step between D sharp, E sharp, and a half step between E sharp and F sharp. Let's look at minor scales. So the natural minor is going to be the same as a major scale, except we're going to lower the 3rd, 6th, and 7th notes of the major scale by 1 half step. For example, we have the A major scale here, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. The 3rd scale degree or note is C sharp, the 6th is F sharp, and the 7th is G sharp. As you can see, I lowered those 3 notes by 1 half step, leaving all of these natural. And the harmonic minor is going to be the raised 7th of the natural minor scale by 1 half step. So for example, I have the A natural minor scale that I constructed before, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And if we raise the 7th by 1 half step, it would be G sharp. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G sharp, and A. The melodic minor is a little bit trickier. It's different for the ascending and the descending. When you ascend the scale, you would raise the 6th and 7th notes of the natural minor by 1 half step. But when you descend, you keep the same notes as the natural minor scale. For example, for the natural minor scale, you would have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Descending would be the same. And however, for the melodic minor scale, you will have A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G sharp, which would be the raised 6th and 7th from the natural minor A, and this natural minor scale when descending. And there's many ways to get the harmonic minor and the melodic minor scale. You can look at the major, and then lower the 3rd and 6th, but not the 7th for the harmonic minor. And you can look at the major for the melodic minor, and just lower the 3rd while ascending, and lower the 3rd, 6th, and 7th for the descending. So there's many ways to think about it. It's pretty much up to you. All right, so let's look at some practice, and you can feel free to pause the video, do it by yourself before I explain it. All right, now that you've done it by yourself, let's do it together. So the first question is asking for the E flat major scale. Let's start by running the first note right here. And we know, actually, let's write the whole entire scale naked, so without any accidentals. E flat, F, G, A, B, C, D, E flat. So it's a major scale, so that means it's going to follow the key signature provided by the circle of fifths. And E flat will have 3 flats, which would be B flat, E flat, and A flat. So let's apply the key signature, and that's it. Now let's move on to the B natural minor scale. So again, let's just construct the naked scale. B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And as I said before, there's many ways to approach this problem. I'm just gonna construct the major scale first and then go from there. So looking at the circle of fifths again, we know that the key of B major has 5 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, and A sharp. However, we lower in the natural minor scale the 3rd, 6th, and 7th scale degrees. So D sharp would then go to D natural, G sharp will go to G natural, A sharp will go to A natural. Let's look at the C flat harmonic minor scale. So again, we're just going to construct the naked scale. C flat, D, E, F, G, A, E, C flat. And we know from the circle of fifths that C flat has 7 flats. B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, and F. So again, there's many different ways to approaching this problem, but I'm going to just look at the major scale and then work out from there. So we already have the major scale here, and we're just going to lower the 3rd scale degree, lower the 6th scale degree, but keep the 7th. All right, let's look at the F sharp melodic minor scale. So let's just construct the naked scale again. F sharp, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. Remember, we have to include descending now because it's a melodic minor scale, and the ascending scale is going to be different from the descending scale. D, C, B, A, G, F sharp. All right, so let's apply the major key signature. From the circle of fifths, we know that F sharp major has 6 sharps. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, and E. And I'm just going to apply that to the other side as well. F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp, E. So since this is a melodic minor scale, we're going to lower the 3rd of this note right here to make it A natural. Keep the 6th and 7th scale degrees as from what the major scale was. Sorry. And then on the descending, it should be the same as the natural minor scale. And as we know from the natural minor scale, we're going to lower the 3rd